Going on to you, Aries. So you have the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Hermit, and last but not least, you Aries have the Two of Pentacles. A lot of Mars energy with this, because you have the Tower, and the Tower represents Scorpio, Mars energy. The Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups. A lot of people have been really small-minded. Wow. So what I'm seeing here is that there's a trend that's pretty much with all the 12 zodiac signs that I've read so far. There's a lot of nonsense that people have been doing. And they regret it. The Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, this means no different. They regret it. They regret it badly. Because you see the small-mindedness that these people had, the pettiness, how it is that, you know, they really can't think themselves out of a brown paper bag because they're so delusional. So a lot of the times what you Aries didn't see while you were so up close and personal is the Five of Pentacles, how dysfunctional they really were. I mean, some of these people may even be straight up begging on the streets, like literally. And you may see how they may be kicked out of the significant other's house or apartment or whatever. And with the Lovers, here they were with you. They had a home. Things were super great. But here they were. They had to be disrespectful. And then the things that the Ten of Cups. So you realize that you had to learn to let that go. You Aries wasn't going to stick around for the dysfunction. A lot of times when Aries are in your lower nature, when a lot of you do not grow up and develop well enough to understand certain things, you know what happens, right? A lot of you Aries be ripping and running around and hanging out with people who are dysfunctional, highly dysfunctional. And the whole situation is low grade dysfunctionality, just no hope, no light, no kind of dark light, no kind of inspiration to move forward and to better yourselves. And I'm saying this as a person that has an Aries moon, and trust and believe those stories that I was telling y'all about is exactly about how I used to hang around knuckleheaded people. So the Ten of Cups now represents you Aries understanding this, and you realize that that's a lost cause. And it is. These people out here begging on the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Or kicked out of their apartment or their significant other's apartment. They didn't want to have any kind of respect for you, Aries. But now they understand just how much respect they should have had for you because you were good to them. And those new people that they have in their life, treating them like throwing them from pillow to post. The Five of Cups is about, here it is, the hard regret that they didn't have any kind of common sense when they were hanging out with you, and that they should have been able to hang out with you, and they should have been able to act like they have some form of common sense. Yes, that's true. The Tower is about how, since this is the case, the Tower is more so about, so now guess what happens, right? What happens is they are completely humble. They're in a position, Aries, where it's going to take them some time. I'm not even going to lie. It's going to take them some time for them to get out of the situation that they're in with the person that they're in, because they're in a lose-lose. Your exes are in a lose-lose situation. These people doing all this ripping and running around on you, acting like they didn't have any common sense with you. And some time went by. You Aries started to do your own thing, live your life, have your fun. Now you're starting to see these people out here begging on the streets. These people out here, you know, asking their friends. You hearing it through the grapevine. You seeing them, how it is that they out here asking for help. They want to be able to be in a situation where they get loaned money. People come out of pocket and give them money. The Nine of Pentacles now represents, while at the same time, right? While at the same time trying to make it seem like they're in a very good position. They want to hide the fact that they're really doing bad and they're really down bad. The Two of Wands now represents you, Aries, not really being, you really shouldn't have to worry about that because that's not really going to impact you. You Aries understand what time it is. You don't have anything to do with their life because you're so busy focusing on your own. And now you're like the dragon. You're like the representation of the dragon. You get a chance to spread your wings and fly and do whatever you want to do. And now there's some more sense to your life. A lot of your life is starting to make way more sense compared to how it used to be, as just by yourself, let alone hanging out with these people. Because now the Queen of Wands represents, and these are the same people on two different cards. This is Daenerys, or Stormborn. You know, this is Daenerys on both of these cards, just with two different hairstyles. You know, they may have the same hairstyle for all I know. But the point is, this is the back of Daenerys, and this is the front of Daenerys. Same, but what this shows is that same person, but certain things about you are the same, but you've learned to develop and grow and change in certain regards. And you see that you should have never have been hanging out with these stupid individuals in the first place, because the Queen of Wands is a person, especially in this deck, but in general, but the Queen of Wands is a person that is showing prestige. Look at how the Queen of Wands has her back up straight and sitting with confidence. The posture is all correct. And that's the point that I'm trying to make here. She knows that she's powerful. So the thing about it is, that's what a lot of you Aries have learned to understand about yourselves. You hang out with dysfunctional people, even though a lot of you Aries are quite intelligent, because you like to hide that said intelligence. Now, again, I don't think you should, and I understand why you do it, but I don't suggest that you should. But the Hermit is about how, and people take advantage of that. They like to prey off of that by, getting you to defile your own self, getting you to pay for things or give up some booty, or you know what I'm talking about. So the Two of Pentacles now represents, but a lot of you, again, a Lannister always pays his debts. This is a representation of exactly what I'm talking about. You Aries understand that, in essence, a relationship, a true one, is all about both people putting in effort to a relationship. And you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Lovers. The Six of Cups, here they are trying to come back. The Temperance, the Hermit, Page of Cups. So they're going to try to come back and try to say, hey, what's up? Asking you for help. The Temperance represents you're probably not going to help them, because you understand that the two of you are not compatible, because they're toxic. Every time when you were in their life, they didn't have any kind of ounce of respect for you. But now they're trying to do the very same thing that they thought that you were lame for, which is to get away or to isolate yourself from the dysfunctional people the way you did. But at the same time, the Page of Cups, they're still dysfunctional. So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. Sad. You have the Page of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Strength, and then you have the Star card. So this represents, to clarify the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands represents, since this is the case, you Aries understand that, you couldn't help them anyway, because they're so jealous-hearted. Who's to say that those people wouldn't try to, bring you, cause your downfall by sabotaging your blessings? A lot of you Aries' money is good. A lot of you Aries' mind is good. A lot of y'all getting y'all way out here, right? You getting your way out here. You get a chance to actually breathe, find out about who it is that you want to be finally for once. A lot of times too, Aries people have certain decisions made for them, right? Mars is all about, whether it's Aries or Scorpio, it's all about having power stripped away from you to rise up and overthrow the oppressors. You understand what I'm saying? So as a result of this, it speaks to the kind of interaction that you're having in your own life. And the idea of the strength and the star card, Leo and Aquarius, miraculously, it goes to show you how things are happening really in your favor. The people who tried to give you such a difficult time, they can't even do it anymore, because in the end, you Aries were right.